Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Sick of the kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer.
Salute. We gonna get into a quick rewind real quick. Salute to everybody. You already know the vibes. You know Uda always on the low, but you know we always on go. So we're going to get into a quick rewind and go back in the times. And I just want y'all to listen. All right, so I ain't doing too much talking. Facts. Y'all drop likes. I may do a poll. Do what y'all need to do, you know? Facts.
Exactly what I say, but again, my whole thing, and I'm putting it to rest. She could say whatever she want to say after this. She could say I'm whatever it is, but I'm gonna say it to her face. If you want to have the conversation offline without all of the emotion, and you want to see what these receipts really are, because I personally believe you already know, then we can have that conversation. But ain't nobody trying to ruin you offline or online, and ain't nobody trying to put you on blast.
That
like
same kind of conversation.
Hold on. Kim,
That
hold
same
on.
kind of
Kim,
conversation. Kind of ruin a person.
Kim,
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, Anton? I just want to say one thing to Anton.
Okay,
I'm not
go ahead,
Go ahead, brother.
What I'm saying to Anton is this, right, Anton? In the same breath with that comment, I don't know the context of the situation, so I'm not speaking to you from all of that. I don't really know, so I can't come at you like that way. But in the same breath, like you talking about that, like ruin all of that, that same conversation comes to ruin, like you trying to ruin her shit still.
I could have already did it if I wanted to.
So even the lack of it comes like you trying to ruin her in the same breath. If you got like some receipts, then drop that shit. Her husband's standing with her regardless. She got her baby.
It ain't got nothing to do with her husband. It got something to do with her. It got something to do. Hold on, fam. Hold on, bro. I don't even know who you are.
You gotta understand. One camp community protects women, particularly black women, and he came on here to protect the women that have been lying to us. You see what happens when women take advantage of the protective nature of men. Women take advantage of the protective nature of men. One thing I could say about Antoine is that Antoine, he was trying to expose her, but she knew when she stood behind men. Darrell, one community, the handsome guy named Conversation with King. He stood by these men and knew what was going on. Now it's sad because if we had known better, we would have let Antoine roasted her. But we didn't know better. But Antoine's a manipulator as well too, because for you to keep on saying you have something and you don't release it, you're kind of like trying to threaten her.
Facts.
To expose her. We don't make threats here. We actually go and do it. In regards to YouTube, we're gonna expose.
Facts.
Work with me.
Hold on, Anton.
Facts. Okay, this is my first interaction with Anton Daniels. This is like 5 years ago. All right. I've been against the manosphere. I've been against the things I've been against. All right. Cool. Did I have a problem personal with Anton Daniels? No, I didn't. But look, when the black man lean his energy, what you gonna do as a black woman though? Because we see a lot of black men talk, you know, they talking stoic shit and all this shit, bro. You feel me? I'm from a place, bro, That shit can't work from where I'm from, bro. The black woman wants somebody that's going to really pop out and be about what we about. I don't know what you're going to tell me here. I don't come to YouTube, or I didn't come to YouTube thinking like this is a separate place from any other place. The black woman don't need a yes man. The black man does not need a yes woman. He does not need a pick me. No one needs a pick me. No one needs yes people, bro. You heard what Anton said. He doesn't even know me. The nigga don't even know me, nigga. I never made videos on this nigga after this or nothing. Never did, bro. Because that was never the energy, right? But some people are going to tell you that they support the black woman. Show us that you do. Not because you want to be aligned. Not because you just want to be friends. Not because of any of those things. Show us that you really, really do. It goes for women and men. And as far as women, that same way, it goes vice versa as far as we go. But show us. And show us where it gets you. Show us. Because the other day I had an interaction with a woman, bro. And you would think it's about some personal. Never. I had a channel full of women. Everybody will tell you that. My channel, the first channel I created after I left the streets, monetized in 3 weeks. And I never came to this place and lied to anybody, bro. I never came to lie to anybody, bro. Men and women, we look out for both sides of this shit. Facts. If you ever see me going at a man or a woman on earth, no, they were against children or the weaponization of children. Understand that. My children was weaponized against. I still have not done what anybody could fucking think. Straight up. That's why I'm going to create something that's called the PDF Patrols. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you that's how much I can stand on it, because I know what I know. And I know how I came to this place. I didn't come in this place begging. I didn't come in this place asking. I came in this place helping my people, black men, black women, and people in general. But most definitely black men and black women. I motherfucking came in this place helping us. You're not going to lie about that. No. So what does it look like? It doesn't look like we in echo chambers. It doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that. When we get to the help that we're going to help each other, I'm going to show you. We're going to have to believe in each other in a certain way. And for us to believe in each other in a certain way, we're going to have to speak to each other in a certain way. Straight up. Straight up. Because I came from the streets into this shit. Straight up. So anybody that know me from this shit, that really know me from this shit from the beginning, you know what the fuck I told you. And I don't give a fuck. Straight the fuck up. You know I don't. Straight. I ain't never lied. So I don't have no reason to. All my friends are dead, bro. They're dead, bro. Straight. When that nigga made the song, I was like, damn, that makes sense. All my friends are dead, sir. So I'm not here to lie to you or lie to people. People are here trying to pose and trying to be something. I leave this shit alone so many times at a time. I don't have to leave it alone. Not here to chase anything. Not here to chase anything, man. Going in a rewind, though. Let's go to rewind.
Been doing that more than like men. We can be called simps all day, but like just like I came over here the other day, it was well received. The same thing, and I appreciate Jada for that. That's why I rock with Jada. Because
these type of lives, I'm not really doing too much, man. All my lives are gonna be really members' lives, bro. So I have nothing to prove to anybody, bro. Straight up, I've supported everybody on earth. I don't have to prove anything to no one on earth, bro. Straight. So when I speak, understand I'm one of the motherfuckers that need to speak. Straight. And we're going to bring it back to a place where it needs to get back to. If you weaponized against children, anything you ever done, change your ways. Change your ways now. They weaponize against my kids, everything, that's all that shit, bro. Yo, trust me, people threaten me with the feds, everything. I've done everything else besides this, bro. And bring up niggas' girls. I ain't bring up niggas' girls, nothing. So anything under the sun you could think besides bringing up a nigga girl and nigga kids, I did it, or I'm going to do, or I done it. I swear to Jesus sandals, I'm not going to lie to you about it. Okay? Because some people going to come and tell me what I look like when somebody's dealing with some vile shit with my kids or anything associated with that. No, I need to look like dead if people violating my motherfucking children. So don't tell me what the fuck that shit look like, nigga. Or you don't come from where the fuck I come from. Straight up. You don't. Because you couldn't even fucking tell me that, bro. And you couldn't give me no addition, no subtraction, no division, no fucking algebra that can make it make sense in my mind. Straight up, son. It can't make sense in my mind. All right, cool. This is 5 years ago. 2-3 years before Fight Club. Understand, bro. I never went on any of these channels. I've been against these men. All of that. I've never been on none of these niggas' channels ever. 3 weeks I was monetized when I left the streets and came to do this shit. That's a fact. And look what I was trying to do. Build my community and say it's one community. I didn't come here with no street shit, bro. Never came here with the negativities of earth. You never see me being negative to people. If you see me being negative to a person, that person deserves that negative energy. I'm telling you that I'm not that person. I don't run around calling black men gay, none of that shit, bro. I know that shit could take a life, son. I understand life, bro. I'm really from the streets, bro. I'm really from it. Right? That's the first things that we did it for, right? My mom's, what? Who gay? You know what I mean? We understand that. I would never do that. Nowhere on earth, right? I get it. I understand the codes of ethics, even if no one understands them no more, even if the lines are blurred. I played this game the same way I played the streets, bro. Straight up. So when people kind of talk to me, bro, son, them arguments will be fucking shattered, bro. And I have all archives of all of it. Don't make me do this. Do you think I forget about lying ass, dumbass people, bro? I believe in God or Jesus or some shit. You thought I forgot when God got the sword in my hand? Relax. You got to relax, bro. You got to relax. Because the black woman only liked the black man when he weaponized for her and gonna do a bidding for her, and then she gonna change on a nigga just like on the panel. When I seen my sister change on me. Straight, I watched one of my sisters change on me, bro. Yeah, she did. She tried the wrong one. Yeah, she did. And I ain't even going to my mind. That's just the fucking shallow part of my brain. Like the dark side of the moon that you see. That wasn't even the light side. Bro, I've been here for so long. The conversations that I will go into out of my brain, you will not even fucking understand them. So I won't scream them. I will speak them to you. You hear me? Good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. She
and whoever I'm talking about in this, it's not even about that. We just doing a rewind. And you already know it's nothing but love for everything that I'm saying. But just know, it is what it is. People need to understand and hear. Rewind how people speaking this years before these niggas even came. And even if niggas, no fight into this. It's no fight, bro. This is just what it is. This is what it is. This is called what the fuck it is. Okay? That's why people came and fucked with me and connected with me. Not because of no tag along, none of that. Okay.
She's always want to see the best for y'all.
Yes.
And you listen, when you jump on panels and you try to, give advice because you rock with people, sometimes, well, it's not well received. And the thing about what y'all going through, like I said, I've been there. When you start as a group, right? And you got a positive message, right? What normally happens is if it ain't tight, sometimes you're going to go through that split and then you're going to have that fighting and then people are going to try to figure out where y'all going with it. And it happens, right? But you got to get to a point where you did what you did, you're ready to move on. and then get back to the message, and then, you know, you'll be good. But I think that's what Jade is saying. She's trying to figure out, like, because everything started good, but
Matt Nixon,
see where y'all at.
on mind. Shout out to King, shout out to Daryl, right? So now what do we take with a person like me now, right? Because I think that E could have stopped all of this, and E is the thing. He's the diameter of this whole thing. Because if E was being the Christian that he wants to be, because it's always the Christian, it's always the Christian. This ain't personal towards E, right? Okay? Same personal towards E. All right? I just want you to listen. Because I'm gonna be the nigga I've been on earth. Everybody changes and want to change and switch. If I disappeared, fuck off. You don't want me to speak. Be happy. Just be happy. Okay? Christian that want to tell us something, bro, but you're doing the most in the church. You're doing the most in the pulpit. You're doing the most with the congregation. You're doing the most with the money. We've seen this so many times, countlessly, in our communities over and over. And out of the whole conversations with King, he was the Christian on the show. But it seemed like he was always on some other thing. But it's all good now. Listen to this now.
Wow.
I've tried to help Chef, right? And when Chef blocked me, I didn't even come over here and cook him. I actually cooked Chicago Rilla that day.
Yes.
I actually cooked Rilla. Okay? Listen, I cooked Rilla that day. Listen. This is how long ago Uda's been in the trenches. From the trenches. All right. It's not about really my dog, son. It's not about none of that. But it's conversation in this that you need to hear. So it's not about E Black. Shout out to E Black. Shout out to that. Shout out to everybody that's here, bro. And for me, I want everybody unweaponized, bro. Because I really know what it really means to be weaponized. People play games on the internet. They play games on YouTube. And they really not like that. And I know that they're not, bro. I had to stay away from this shit for a second because I really know that they're not. You feel me? I had to. And to make some people feel comfortable. Because way I'm talking is too much. So when I back up, because I studied Machiavelli and all these things, so people think, all right, cool. I tried to help Chef in that process of this whole thing that was happening. Even E Black told him, man, listen, man, focus on what you're doing. I even tried to help him. Like I tried to help King, like I had to help everybody, right? I stood up for Wana. I even told King and Daryl, I don't regret it that I did that, right? You don't see me banging on nobody, right? I didn't do nothing to that, right? Even stood up for, right? I stood up for Wana G, right? Whether it went wrong with you and Daryl or went wrong with you and King, what the fuck did Uda ever do but support you as a sister, right? Right? There was never a thank you. There was never a this. There was never a that, right? Even in this shit that I'm saying right now, I'm still not talking down on her, right? So even some of my same sisters that want to talk to me crazy on them, on my other sister channel, you already know, I even go into this conversation on this. This is on other people's channels, bro. We need to stop lying, bro. Because I'm going to look at Anton Daniels say that the black woman going to bring the black woman going to bring the black man down, right? Which I don't believe that. You know, because the black woman is the most uplifting person, whether you want to believe that she's God or not, right? She's just one of the most supportive people, whether they want to pin her to be the most craziest person, the most angriest person, she's still the most supportive person, right? We understand that we are the consumers of everything and we are the most consumer of anything and people market towards us, right? So understand even in that aspect, right? Who's supportive, because you know that we really not buying shit as men and we don't think like that, right? So women really support things, right? And we have to understand that. That's just simple mathematics. Right? Simple mathematics, bro. Not about who the fuck is this and who the fuck is that. That's just simple. E Black's child and spoke to Daryl. Daryl didn't have to listen to me. He could have said, fuck out of here, community. I don't have to listen to you.
and said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. You see what I'm saying to you, man? I never said nothing bad about his wife, right? But then
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. This is old. So this is not about E-Black. So this is not about rehashing something with anyone, right? But understand, right? Even in these times, I'm telling Daryl, don't weaponize against the children. Don't weaponize against the women. Right? People want to be down with shit. Bro, we could be down in an unaliving, bro. But I could still talk to Illis. You know what I'm saying? To Unaslavas about, you know what I mean? What the fuck, bro? Right? So you watching a man on the screen shaking his head, right? And he don't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. Right? But these is the parts of the game or the parts of the Game of Thrones that they don't see. They only see the shit that they thought they saw. You don't see these parts of the Game of Thrones. Right? Because people weaponizing against me. I could say fuck niggas and fuck whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right? But even when it is, I still got a way to go about war. And there is no rules to war, bro. I can't tell people how they supposed to handle war, right? All I know is that I've been in this shit for a long time, and I know how I've handled war. And I never came here for war, right? Never came to this place for that. I came to this place to build something, and for us to build, I never came to push religion. I never came to push anything upon people. I came to let people lift their voices. Men, women, supported sisters. Let them lift their voices. They had issues with other things. We lifted it up. Listen, people could speak their side of the other side of the story. I brought men and women. Women thought they was violated. I brought them. I brought the men. I brought the women. We spoke about the shit, bro. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about, bro. It's not about what we think it's about. It's not. It's not. But at the end of the day, same way the argument went, the supposed argument, because I didn't have an argument. I told her stop and just leave it be. But look how it happens. When the black women know the absolute truth. She knows the truth, bro. But in that same stream, right, after we got past what we got past, me and my sisters turned our swords to where we had to turn our swords. Exactly. Because nothing's personal with me. It's not personal with me. It's just what happens where I'm from. See what I'm saying? So it's not personal to me. But you got to do more work to even talk to me. I'm not even back in this place. I don't have to do these videos. I don't have to. But some of you need a fucking rewind check. Think you support the black woman, you don't. Not gonna do shit. You're gonna watch niggas violate her ass, take a fucking break on a fucking Friday and a weekend or some stupid shit. Niggas ain't going, you're gonna watch her be violated. But nobody could violate yours. And you're gonna tell a nigga some other shit when motherfuckers is violating they shit. That's weird. That's weird, sir. We gotta get that shit together. We gotta get that shit together. It's no simping, bro. None of the women on my channel gonna tell you that I was trying to bag them. None of them, bro. Not one of them. Not one of them. People in your channel was on my chat. Stop. They was in my channel too, talking to me. Stop, bro. Not one of them was gonna tell you that Uda was like that with any of these people. Never like that, bro. Never been like that with any of the women like that around me, bro. People lie. You stupid. Recreate the lie. Let two women say it. Two women can't say it. It's a fucking lie, bro. It's a lie. The fuck? I had a channel full of women, bro. I went to war with Sana to all these niggas. All of them, bro. The fuck? It's not about trying to be with women. What the fuck, bro? That shit is weird, son. That shit is weird. We meet real people in real time in all walks of life. And at the same time, when my son was weaponized against, I watched those black women support that shit. Y'all supported that shit, bro. Straight. So for me, stop.
Black choose to go and lie and slander on me. You hear me? Before he even could find a truth or some shit to say about me, the man literally go about lying.
And that's a
on me.
Christian.
Look at what I'm saying though, right? Because this could be 10 times proven that it's not true, right? So I don't have to argue. But now I'm a person that came from full-fledged wars on YouTube, and I was building one community, and people try to lie on me. They dox me. They talk about my baby and all these things. And when I began to speak about stuff now they want to talk about what I'm talking about. I gave y'all months to say sorry about what people did to my kid. This is the past thing, what I went through on YouTube, right? So when I have a person like E Black here now, right? I mean, what do you want? What do you want? Like, you want me to create shows? You want attention? What do you want? Right? You know what? I'm not a Christian, but I'm going to show you what a Christian should probably do. Because I was going in my fridge one day, man, and it said, you know what? Leave you to the energies that's for you, because you will destroy yourself. Because at the end of the day, E Black don't care who he hurt. He don't care who he hurt. Because I said, I love my girl. If I have a wife, I love my wife so much that if it take me to say sorry, squash that shit out, say, yo, look, man, I apologize for all this shit. My wife is getting dragged, nigga. It's my job to protect her. And every time protection don't mean swinging a goddamn sword or swinging a gun or swinging my fists. It means for me to protect my wife. And
These bars is crazy, bro. This ain't about E Black, bro. Shout out to E Black, bro. That's my dog. Shout out to E Black, bro. Shout out to him. So it ain't about E Black, you know? But the bar in that was he was weaponizing against me, and I went to the nigga you in a full-fledged war with and said, yo, bro, don't go at this nigga kids, bro. Don't go at his wife, bro. Straight. And I told Daryl the same shit about Anton Daniels, nigga. Ask Daryl, bro. Ask Daryl, son. Daryl to tell you, son. Yes, he did, son. Uda told me this, bro. Straight. And Daryl did not argue with me, bro. I expected an argument, bro. You know, Daryl's bugged out. I know Daryl's bugged out. I know Daryl before you niggas even knew him. What? Facts. Ask Daryl, nigga. Facts, nigga. Uda's the shooter, nigga. That nigga's the bomber. Facts, nigga. Ask him. He'll tell you the truth, son. He'll tell you the absolute truth. But I don't want my people weaponized, bro. I want us to get away from that shit, bro. I want us to get away from weaponizing against our children and about our children, bro. You know? I really want that for us. Straight up. You know what I mean? And I think I want to add to that part of YouTube of what we need to do. Straight. Because I can add to everything. And you know what I mean? My energy is my energy and I can do a lot. But I just think that, you know what I mean? Especially as a person that's been in this shit as long as I've been in, and people weaponize against my kids too, son. And, you know, straight. So I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling when a motherfucker want to go to that place. I know that feeling. But we can't go there. It's to weaponize against any child. It's to weaponize against our own. So we can't do that. We can't do that. You know what I mean? Everybody want to egg shit on. So when you listen to this video, you're going to see that people egg shit on. Uda's not the nigga that egg shit on. Uda's the nigga that, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker could respect, and I could come and say, yo, bro, I don't want to see niggas doing this. Yo, come on, bro. What the fuck? That's where I'm at with shit. I don't add to fuel the fire. I'm not that nigga, bro. If people in war, I'm from real places where it's war at, bro. And nobody had to involve nobody when everybody's at war. See what I'm saying? The fuck? We could all be friends. Yeah, I was at war. The fuck? I get it. I'm from a place like that. In real life. You know what I mean? So I can get it. But at the end of the day, we gotta stay away from weaponizing against our children. You know what I mean? And even if, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you, even if your child was weaponized against, and I know the feeling, man. I'm telling you, I do. So I'm not talking to a place from that I don't know. You cannot do it. And if we did it, we got to stop it. We understand. The people that understand say, yo, Sunday kids was violated. That's why they did it. But now we have to stop it. We have to stop it. And we have to apologize for what we do. Because the things that we spew on other people's kids, just like they try to spew on ours, it only falls back on their own, just like it falls back on ours. And that's just a fact, man. So anything that people want to say, fuck that shit. Trust me, it's a lie. It's a lie. And I just believe that we are so much more powerful than this shit. I believe that we are so much followers at the same time, that we need to follow some of the right things that we need to push ourselves to do. It's not about being from a religion. It's not about being from no walk of life. It's not about being that. It's about how the fuck we look at each other, because everybody wants to go back to the fucking 60s, a quote from the 60s when they want to talk about a time when we have the 60s right now. But we're going to have to get over egos and pride and a lot of fucking things that is hindering us. We're going to have to get past a lot of things that's hindering us. Straight.